Is your wife wrong for wanting to leave? Well, in this video, we're going to explore a double standard that I find across men who are dealing with marriage issues. I see it in my clients all the time, and I wanted to share that with you today. And why this is important is because one of the biggest things getting in the way of you fixing your marriage is this feeling of being a victim, of this unfairness of, I hear it all the time. Why won't she just give me more time? Like I realize it now. I've had this light bulb moment. Everything's changed. I'm committed to being a better man. Why won't she give me more time? Why won't she give me another chance? Why won't she wait? Because now I get it. And it makes sense because, she doesn't know what's in your heart, right? She doesn't know that this change you're feeling feels real, feels permanent, feels like you'll never go back. Although it's probably not the first time you felt like this, you probably have felt and done something similar to this and you didn't follow through and you weren't consistent afterwards. So it's, you can't blame her for being skeptical and just not having hope or doubt. But that's not the part we're talking about here. What I really want to talk about is that the more that you move from this victim conversation to a conversation of empowerment, of where you feel, frankly, just good versus like all this is happening to me to like, I created this. I appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity it's affording me. All these types of things. The more you can move along that spectrum, the more powerful you're going to show up. And I know if you're in the depths of this darkness and all this despair, it can be hard to even imagine feeling that way, but it's possible. I see it happening every day with men like you. I see it with my clients. Like, if you do the right things and take on the right mindsets, this could be your comeback story. Okay. And everybody loves a good comeback story. So let's dive into how this works. I'm going to give you a little quick exercise. And what I want you to do is pause this video and go grab a sheet of paper and a pen or pull out your phone or whatever you need to do. Okay. Got it? Cool. So I want you to make a list of how you showed up in your relationship. It can be over basically for as long as you know it's been bad. Let's talk about how you showed up. What ways did you contribute to it? Maybe you were depressed. Maybe your anxiety took over. Maybe you were dealing with some kind of physical injury. Maybe you just ignored it. Maybe you checked out. Maybe you got complacent. Maybe you had an affair. Like all these things, whatever it was. Maybe you couldn't have a functional conversation. You were always angry and reactive. Maybe you were abusive. Like list all those things down. Right. And pause the video, list all that down, and then come back. All right. So now that you have the list, I want you to write for each one of those items, how long has that existed in the relationship? Like, how long has it been present? Have you been doing it for a couple months, a couple years, the entire relationship? Like, write down by each one of those how long it's been present. Pause the video and then come back. Cool. Now that you have that, I want you to ask yourself, like taking a full look at this list, seeing the behaviors and how long they've been present. Ask yourself, if you were in a relationship with this person, how long would you have given them to show up like this over this period of time? Like, would you have stayed in that relationship? And what I find here is 95, 99% of the cases, men would have left a long time ago. They would not have persevered and stayed in a relationship where the other person was behaving this badly. Hell, most of the times our tolerance is maybe a year, maybe a year and a half before we're really considering other options and we're looking at stepping out. There's some men who don't fall in that. And then if you add in, if you're, heavily religious or whatnot, that can change this. But by and large, most men, they'll check out very quickly if the behavior becomes bad enough. We don't have that staying power. And the truth is, like, we should be grateful because women have this beautiful quality where they will stay with somebody for their potential. They will stay with somebody for the hope that they can change, that things will go back. They are just like, I mean, it's just potential at the end of the day. They will date, back in the day, they would say women will date for potential, men don't. Same kind of thing here. And so much of this complaining, so much of the things she's been saying to you over and this nagging, this upset, this reactions that she's been having, a lot of that is rooted in her really saying that, hey, I see greater potential in you than how you're showing up. And this is not okay. Right. I need you to step up. I need you to be more than this. And that's so much of the complaining is her trying to communicate messily, probably at an unconscious level. She's probably not thinking this, at least not clearly. But that is so much of what's going on here. And coming back to this is like, there's this double standard. Like, we're upset. We feel like a victim, all this, but we wouldn't even do this. So how can we expect her? How can we be mad at her for not wanting to wait when we wouldn't have waited this long, not wanting to give another chance when we wouldn't have given another chance? And instead of feeling like this victim, this anger and these hurt feelings, let's just show appreciation that we got as long as we even did, right? That we got as many chances as we got, and make sure that this is the last one. This is the last chance you need. And if she's not in a place right this moment where she feels like giving another chance, that's okay. Don't let that define what you're doing. Keep working on yourself. Keep building yourself back up into that better man. Keep allowing yourself to grow into somebody she will give another chance to. Right? Do that, you'll be fine. But if you have to let go of that victim conversation. You have to stop making her out to be the bad guy for not giving you more time, right? For not being open for another chance, right? Because frankly, you wouldn't be. You walked in her shoes, you've been through what she would have been through, you wouldn't. So let it go. Let it go. Move on. Keep working on yourself. Not move on from a relationship. Move on from this conversation that you're having with yourself. Just let it go. All right. Cool. That's what I have for you today. I'll catch you on the next video.